quiet little raghorn. All right, guys, I am on my way out. Haven't even technically started my trip yet. We're in Alpine, Arizona, and I got about 25 elk out here. We got a big bull, about 24, 25 cows. They're all staring at me. Oh man, what a great way to, I was going to say what a great way to start the trip, but I haven't even technically started it yet. I'm heading out to meet my buddy Brent Hall. We have 2 days of photographing elk and rut. I am super excited, but man, so happy to start the trip like this. Well, before driving out there, I decided to shoot Brent a text. He's about 20 minutes away. I'm meeting him in Luna, New Mexico. So it's not too far. And I told him, I was like, hey man, I got like 25 elk over here. He goes, where are you at? I'm like, oh, I'm only 20 minutes. I'm on my way. So he's actually on his way here. We may go back over there. We still have about 4 hours until sunset. But hey, the elk are here, might as well. He's only a 20-minute drive. So we're probably gonna go over and photograph these elk that are right here in the middle of town. They're right down the road here. We'll go.
What's up?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm ready to shoot some stuff in the face.
So we got about 6 bulls right here in front of us. And I think the hardest part about this is just not getting hit by cars. We're literally right on the road. All right, guys, we finally got, well, we've been waiting here for about an hour. We got a little bit of violence, which is what we want. We want violence. We have these 2 bull elk, so we have 2 different herds. We had a big bull in each one, and they've been kind of facing off, but not really doing anything, just kind of bugling at each other. Oh, happening again. So they would kind of walk towards each other, but then they would break off, but they finally just locked horns. Oh, man. That is always so exciting to see, is when these 2 big bulls, they just go and they just headbutt and start fighting. It wasn't a long fight or anything, it just they locked horns for a little bit and then they broke off, but man, it's always so exciting to see stuff like that. Guys, so we were a little nervous last night. We were having dinner and we didn't hear anything. Usually we can hear elk. There was nothing, silence, and we're in an area that's way back here. We weren't really sure we might have to move. I don't know, as soon as it got really dark, like after nautical twilight, it was pretty much complete darkness. The elk started going crazy all around us.
It's because you brought your lightsabers
It's
out.
because I brought my lightsabers out. Right behind me here, I mean, we have like 3 or 4 elk in this area. One right over this hill here we can hear. And then we have, I think, 1 or 2 this way, right over this hill. You guys can hear that.
That's more than 3 or 4.
So they are everywhere out here. Like, we are surrounded. Oh, Such a beautiful sound to hear. I woke up to the sound of bugling elk this morning, so we're gonna go out, we're gonna look for them. I don't know, do you wanna hike? Or do you wanna?
I think we should probably just like hike right over that ridge first.
Right over there. Okay.
And then we can drive up that thing. But
Okay. Yeah, so we're gonna start out with a little bit of a hike. We're gonna hike over this little ridge here because I think that elk bugling, one of them, it sounds really close. It's right over here. And then the other one's right on the other side of this hill. We're camped behind here. So yeah, we're gonna start off on a little hike. I got a bush following me around over here. Yeah. So we've made it up to the top of the hill. And we have 3 bulls that are right here close to us. It's wooded, it's not completely open, which is a good thing. We need to get close to these guys. We have 2 that are really close right down here. So we need to make sure we stay down. We need to make sure we stay downwind. The wind is almost dead right now, like just completely calm. So as long as we're quiet, we should be okay. Well, I think we got busted. This Tweety bird, this alarm bird, whatever it was, just came up and sat at the top of the tree where we were walking by and just started calling and calling. I think it was just sounding the alarm, and those stopped making, the bulls stopped bugling kind of where we were at. So we're heading back to the truck. We're gonna jump in the truck and see if we can drive. These elk are pretty skittish right now. Of course, they're in the rut, but also it's been hunting season here as well, so they have a bit of pressure, and it's not like going to Yellowstone or to the Grand Tetons where you can just drive right up and, you know, they're 30 yards away and they don't care. These animals out here are really skittish, so it makes it a lot tougher to get closer to them. Yeah, they can feel that when you get people coming into the mountains like this. They can feel that pressure, and they're definitely a lot more skittish, so it takes a bit more work to get up onto them. So oh, hold on. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Man, he's flying, huh? All right, so we got him running. He just stopped. He's coming right. He's coming right towards us. We're like on the road here. So he's kind of walking towards us right now. I think he doesn't know what we are. Oh, there he is. He's a little guy, a little raghorn. That was awesome. Man, I got some good shots, I think. The light was hitting him just perfect. I mean, the light's behind us, so it was hitting him and just lit him up just beautifully. He was a young guy, obviously. He was not a big bull or anything, but he was real curious, and he came running down the hill at us because he didn't know what we were. And that's the thing about the rut. When their hormones are going crazy, they kind of just, they think it's maybe another elk or female or something. They're not sure, so they just come running. And then he stopped, a couple 100 yards away, and just kind of watched us for a little bit. I wasn't sure what we were, and then he relaxed and just started eating. And we were able to move around a little bit when he put his head down to get in better position to shoot. And man, I said not the biggest bull, but some awesome shots nonetheless. So what we're doing is we're just kind of driving along in the area that they were at this morning. We're in this big meadow. So there's private land off to our south, and it makes it hard. A lot of the elk were on the private land area. But what we're doing is we're just driving, and then we're stopping and listening to see where they're bugling, and then trying to follow it. Hopefully the road kind of takes us in that direction. So we keep hearing them, but it's on the private land section, of course. So we're just gonna keep continuing on driving and stopping every once in a while, and hopefully we can find something. Well, no luck on the drive, which happens sometimes, but we had a great morning with that one bull, perfect light. Oh man, absolutely amazing. Now, second breakfast. Never have too much Cholula. You seen which way the elk went? No? Alright. Alright, after a bit of driving back and forth, we've been driving for about an hour and a half now. We found one bull and 2 cows. They just took off running. We kind of jumped them up. So we're driving real slow, and we're gonna try and come around, park, and see if we can cut them off in the direction they were running. But we got to be real quiet because we've already spooked them. The likelihood of us catching them again is probably not.
There they go. They're crossing the road.
Okay, they're crossing the road up here.
They're going up here.
Okay. All right. Well, they took off into the trees. So we're going to once again turn around, drive back by camp, and go to the big meadow where we heard them this morning. Hopefully, it's getting late enough now. It seems like they're active a lot later, so we're going to try this again and see if we can find them starting to get up and start moving now. So we finally got the big bull that we were looking for this morning. We could hear him, but we never found him. He's finally out here now with about, I don't know, 15 cows or so. This is the biggest bull we've seen, I think, since we've been out here. It's sun is just setting now. We have a few more minutes of light. We're not going to get a photo out here. They're just too far away, and they're over in some private land. So hopefully we can get to them tomorrow morning.
Here comes the other one.
But there's a couple of bulls out here bugling back and forth. So super promising, but also frustrating because they're so far away and we cannot get to them. Oh, there's the bull right there. He just walked into that group that's sitting right there. That's the big, oh, man, that is a big boy. So I think there's 3 bulls right here that are bugling. We're waiting for this one on the left to come out. We caught a glimpse of him in the trees, but he's kind of staying up in there. The big guy's bugling now. And then the one to the very right. But yeah, there's like a farm or something, a big ranch over here. Yeah, we can't even get to them. It's all fenced off. Walking through this field was a huge mistake. Get all that. Man, there's elk all around us again. There's also some coyotes over here to the south of us. And then we had those bulls that we saw last night. I think that's what we want to try and do maybe is get to that guy again and see if we can get a little... Man, they're really moving this morning. So I think we want to try and get to that guy again and see if we can get closer because he's the big bull. He's the one that we really want to get close to. The problem is, you know, that private land again. And sneaking up on these kind of... these big bulls with all the cows is hard because you have literally like 76 eyes on you. Unless there's one eye, I don't know, maybe there's a cyclops in there. So we're gonna make the effort this morning. We're gonna start driving over there, our final morning. So man, what an awesome trip so far. So we found the same bulls in the same meadow we saw them last night. But there's another one over here, and that one I know we can get to. I can hear him. So he's out here where the road goes, but I don't want to drive over there. So I think I'm going to walk down this road where these trees are and see if I can sneak up on him, see if I can get a better look, or see if I can just see him. We'll see where he's at. I can't see him. You can even hear the cows. They have little like, almost like little squeals. Those are cow calls. That's awesome. All right, guys, well, no such luck this morning like we did yesterday, but we're gonna head out right now towards going home. On the way out, we're gonna try and shoot a little bit more. Hopefully we'll see some elk. And yeah, they're so hard to hunt in these national forests just because they're so skittish. You know, they're being hunted not only by us, but by wolves. We have wolves out here, you know, and mountain lions and things like that. So it's such a challenge. But yeah, we're gonna make our way out now. So let's say goodbye to Brent here. Make sure you guys go check out his channel. I will link it down in the description. And yeah, stay tuned for the photos, guys. And thank you so much for watching as always, and we'll see you in the next one.